Hey friends, welcome back to Whiskey and Wit. I'm Whitney, and today's video is going to be a quick and easy wood DIY, and I think this is going to be perfect once we get out of quarantine for all of those weddings, housewarming, showers, all of those things you've got coming up, so stay tuned. So how many times are you invited to a shower, or you have to get a wedding gift or a housewarming gift, and you don't just want to bring like your typical bottle of wine? Well, I've got an idea for you. About a year ago, I did a tray that was under $10, a wood round tray, and it was buffalo check, and you guys loved it. Now, I wanted to give you another option that's a little bit more farmhouse. You can customize it with any sayings that you want, and I think this would be perfect for, like I said, a housewarming gift, a wedding gift. You could put the couple's name on here. So I wanted to show you how I did this, how simple and easy it is to do, and how you can do it yourself for under 10 bucks. So let's get started. So for supplies for this, it's going to start with an edge glued round panel that you can get at a hardware store, and then also some hardware of your choice for the poles. Then you're going to need some sort of stain, of course. Shocker, I used my favorite, the dark walnut, and I also grabbed some gloves and an old t-shirt to apply it to the round. So here's what it looks like once it dries. You're going to want to let it dry overnight just so you don't get any residue on your hands. I decided to do a little bit of whitewashing over the top to give it more of a gray look. This step is totally optional. All you do is mix a bowl of water with a little bit of chalk paint, and then you are going to want it to be like the consistency of glue. Take a scrap piece of fabric, or you can even do a brush and go ahead and wipe it on, and then it's going to kind of bring down the harshness of the brown and the stain. So once that was dry, I added some painter's tape to tape off my gray strip. This, I just did what looked good to me. It was about a 3-inch strip. It's personal preference. You could make it as large or as small as you want. You don't even have to paint the gray stripe. The lovely thing about this is you can make it look like whatever you want. It's totally customizable. So once that paint dried, I pulled off the painter's tape, and then I applied my stencil. So this I will link down below. This is a PNG I made in Canva, which I do pretty much every time. And then I used my Expressions vinyl paper transfer tape, and that's important because it's not as sticky. So it's not like you're going to be ripping up anything when you pull it off. I really like it for signs and wood projects like this. And then I went through and painted just a super light coat of the gray. With the wood, paint on paint, it tends to peel if I use Mod Podge, so the paint I found works a lot better. Then I went through with my white Waverly chalk paint, and you don't want to do a crazy heavy coat because it will bleed. So to avoid that, you just want to dab up and down. You never phone me. I put your picture on my windowsill to make myself feel alright. And then while it is still wet, I pull the stencil off. That way you lessen the chance for it to rip off the paint if it dries too much. It works a lot better for me. Then I just went through with my Cricut tool and pulled off the little pieces. The last step to finish this off is to figure out where you want the hardware and mark it. So then that way when you come in with a drill to do your pilot holes, you know where to put those. Then I went through with the Phillips attachment on the drill to put in the screws so everything was tight. So if you put any weight on this, they will function as real handles. Let me know down below if you plan to recreate this tray and how you're going to customize it to your own gift giving. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe down below so you don't miss a future Whiskey and Wit video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!